Shalom. Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching the 100% truth. Wa Barakathum unto the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elects. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And thanks, like it. In today's lesson, we're just gonna get into pretty much what it truly means to be meek in this truth, man. Because you could, when you look into the word meek, gentle, softness, what is it, lowly, that's like really the main one, lowly. But mainly, right, when it comes to being this truth, man, it's bros like to say, man, when you're to be meek in this truth, it means that you accept the dealings that Yahweh B'Shem Shah has with you. Meaning that whatever situation that he got you in at this very moment, whether you are, at your parents' house, whether you got you got a job that's barely making ends meet, whether, whatever it may be, just really your life in general, man. You might want this, but the Lord just really not giving it to you. You get to the point to where, you really just accept it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's really how it's supposed to be, man. You're supposed to accept what the Lord has given you, whatever it may be. If you have that low paying job, you're fighting tooth and nail to get a better paying job, but Lord just don't want you with that higher paying job right now. You just accept it. That's part of being meek right there, man. You're not, even though the things you don't get what you want, you're still performing for Yahweh B'Shem Shah through the Spirit, doing the work and not just bitching up and quitting because you ain't getting what you want right then and there. Right? Because you're not going to be in whatever situation you in forever. It will subside eventually. I'm going to get this Matthew chapter 5 and verse 5. It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth," man. The meek, the lowly, the ones that, accept the dealings that the Lord has with them. Right? Whatever situation they in, the Lord, they still continue to trust in the Lord and just, do what they can to serve him. Right? Matter of fact, excuse me. This is Job chapter 13 verse 15. It says, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my ways before him." Right? So though Yahweh B'Shem Shah will put you through hell, you still trust in him, putting your faith in him, and you still maintain your ways. In other words, you still do the work. You don't just be like, "Oh man, because I ain't getting this, man, I guess I'll just make one less. I'm doing lesser videos now. Because I ain't getting this, I'm gonna do less." No, that's not how that works. You still maintain your ways. You still maintain, a certain conduct that you should be, certain way you should be conducting yourself, on your day-to-day basis, ultimately by when you're by yourself, So you don't want to be that one that's, you don't get your way and then you just like, what, fuck it. Nah, bro, just be like, man, yeah, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, it sucks. There's certain things you want in the flesh. Hell, you might be a brother that do want a woman, right? Despite what all brothers, obviously, take heed, but despite what all brothers say, man, brothers be like, yeah, it's good not to have a woman, which is scripture says it's good that you shouldn't have a woman, especially now. But scriptures also go into a man that doesn't have a woman walking up down the street mourning. In other words, you're going to have to deal with that lonely demon for real, right? And as a man, what man doesn't want to have a woman? Let's just be honest. What man doesn't want to have a woman? We'll say it's good not to, if you're able to, though. But, but sometimes the Lord just have you on that dry spell. That dry spell of like, no, you don't need a woman right now. You don't need that. And that's part of you being meek, accepting that. and still doing what's required of you. That's what it truly means to be meek, man. You accepting that. That's how the Lord dealing with you. Okay, I can't have no woman right now. So be it. I'll just continue to do the work. And the thing is, like I said, it's not going to be forever. Right? Bros are going through stuff, whatever infirmities you dealing with, man, it's not going to be like that forever. It's just going to be like that just for now, for a period of time. Well, depending on what it is, Lord going to have it be that way until he feels the need like, okay, you good now. I can elevate you to this. You'll still be on the level I want you to be. You know what I'm saying? What else I wanted to get? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get James chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "But he giveth more grace, wherefore he said, Yahweh Shem Shah resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble," man, the lowly, the ones of meek, man. He's gonna show more mercy upon those that, are humble, because it requires you to be humble to be meek, right? I think that's actually one of the similar words when it comes to being meek, which is humble. Right? So for you to accept what the state that the Lord got you in, or whatever position the Lord got you in, you're still able to operate, and you're operating, to the best of your ability to serve him. Lord gonna look at that, man. Lord, he's gonna remember that. Like, yeah, I know. I remember when I put him in this, he still was called upon me. He still was doing what he's supposed to do. And even if you didn't do it right away, you might get to it eventually through the power of spirit out by Shem Shah, man. You might be like, fuck, man, I don't want to, man, fuck. But eventually you accept it. And once you do, man, hey, Lord gonna be like, hey, yeah, there you go. There it goes right there. You accept it, and Lord just, Lord gonna be him. That's all I can say, man. Yahweh Shem Shah is gonna be him. Right? He's far above what we think, man. There's no telling what he would really do next on your situation. But just continue to accept like whatever the state the Lord got you in. And there's nothing wrong with praying for better. But if you're praying for better, hell, you might even fast for it. And the Lord's like, there's pretty much, and he's still like, not really giving you whatever your request is. There's a reason behind it. And you must accept it. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man. Because this actually, was inspired by a conversation I was having with my brother last night. Just like, and because there's always a reason why the Lord got you in that, whatever it may be. It's always a reason, and it's towards your betterment. It's always for our betterment, man. Romans 8:28. All things work good for those that love Him. So if you love him, man, no matter whatever position the Lord got you in, he doing it out of love. No matter what it may be. But yeah, man, that's what it truly means to be meek. Accepting the dealings the Lord has with you, man. Whatever state, you may be in. Whether you're with your parents or not. Whether you got a job that's barely getting you by or not. Whether you got a car that you really don't like, but hey, it's a car. Whatever it may be, man. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Kal halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yesharala.